The sugya of Hesach Hadas of Tefilin and the Chiyuv of Shmone Esrei with Tefilin and the Geder of Hesach Hadas of Tefilin in Shmone Esrei. First, the sugya of Tfilas Shmone Esrei with Tefilin. Hanochas Tefilin between Birchas Goal Yisrael and Tefillah. Gimel, Tefillah betfilin, is it Doiche Tefillah betzibur? Dalet, Tefilin bemusaf Rosh Chodesh. Hey, if somebody on Rosh Chodesh forgot to say Ya'aleh v'Yovon Shachris, he must daven over Shmone Esrei. But if he already has taken off his Tefilin, is he mechuyev to put on the Tefilin again to be able to daven Shmone Esrei with Tefilin? Vov, Tefilin at Mincho. Zayin, Mincho beyechides should he put on Tefilin. And the Geder of Hesach Hadas. Ches, Tefilin on Shabbos. Tes, Geder Hesach Hadas by Shmone Esrei. Yud, Kavonas at Tefilin b'shas Shmone Esrei. Yud Aleph, Kavono ameakeves b'Shmone Esrei. Yud Beis, Kavonas shem havaya bekri uksif. The first sugya is Tfilas Shmone Esrei with Tefilin. The Gemara in Masechta Brochos, second perek hoyekoyer b'Torah, Dav Yud Dalet Omed Beis at the end. Omar Ulo, Kol hakoyre kriyas Shema beloi Tefilin, Keilu made Eidus Sheker be'atzmoi. If somebody leans kriyas Shema, but he does not wear Tefilin, and he does not wear Tefilin, he's saying Sheker on himself. Hashem told us to wear Tefillin, and he's not wearing the Tefillin. Looks like shaker. Omar Rabbi Chia Barabo, Omar Rabbi Yochanan. Keilu hikrif oilo beloi mincho. Zevach beloi nisochim. If somebody says Krishma without Tefillin, it's like he's bringing a korban without a mincho, and a zevach without nesochim. Ve'omar Rabbi Yochanan. Another thing Rabbi Yochanan says, Horoitze sheikabel all malchus shemayim shleima. If somebody wants to be mekabel all malchus shemayim at its full, yifne ve'yitol yodov ve'yaniach tefillin ve'yikra kriya shma ve'yispalel ve'zoi hi malchus shemayim shleima. He has to do 5 things. First, he should be mefane, he should go to the Beis HaKisei and relieve himself, so he shouldn't have any urge for ketanim or gedolim during davening. Ve'yitol yodov, and he should wash his hands and make a brocha on netilas yodoyim. Ve'yaniach tefillin, and afterwards he should put on tefillin. Ve'yikro kriyas shma, and he should lay in kriyas shma. Ve'yispalel, and he should daven Shmone Esrei. With these 5 things, he could be considered a mekabel all malchus shomayim shleima, a full kabbalas all malchus shomayim. Agav Milza, what does that mean? Oilo beloi mincho, zevach beloi nesochim. Is in Rabbeinu Yoino and in the Rif, the girsa is toido beloi mincho, and the Bach is metzayim to fix it toido beloi mincho. In Sefer HaEshkol says the same thing, and the Rosh and Hilchos Ktanos, in Masechta Menachos, in the Avudrohom and the Rama Mipano. The Mishnah Berurah in Siman Aleph Sivkot Yudalet says, after saying the parshas of Oilo, Shlomim, and Korban Toido, comes the parsha of Nesochim. Why? Ki ein zevach beloi nesochim. There's no zevach, which means Oilo, Shlomim, and Toido, without Nesochim. But Chatos and Oshom does not have Nesochim. So with this, we understand what it says over here, zevach beloi nesochim. Now what does that mean? Akoyre kriyashma beloi tefillin, havike made eidus sheker be'atzmoi. You cannot lein kriyashma without tefillin? What does one have to do with another? Is the Rama Mipano explains that the Gemara is talking about somebody who has tefillin, but he does not want to wear it. And this that Ulo says, Keilu made eidus sheker be'atzmo, means that Chazal were oiker his kriya shma and is not yoitze kriya shma. Rabbi Yochanan says Keilu hikrif toido belo mincho zevach belo nesochim. What's the double lotion? Toido zevach. He says there are 2 mitzvahs. In Tefilin is Tefilin shel Yad and Tefilin shel Rosh. So for each one he says another moshel. And he says, the Gemara says in the Chavov Med Beis in Masechta Brochos, Itma Rabbi Yosi ben Rabbi Chanina Oimer, Tfilos ovos tiknum. Rabbi Yosi hold that the ovos was mesaken Tfilos. Avrom Shachris, Yitzchok Mincho, Yankov Marif. Rabbi Yeshua ben Levi Oimer, the Tfilos, the Anshe Knesset HaGedoyle were mesaken, connected to Midim. That's why the Zman Shmone Esrei is tolo in the Zman HaKorbonos. According to this Rama Mipano, that the Tefilin shel Yad and Tefilin shel Rosh are merumas and the Nesochim and the Menochos, we can be meramas like this. Menochos are from wheat, from flour, and Nesochim are from wine, yayin. One is merumas of Tefilin shel Rosh, and one is merumas on Tefilin shel Yad. Tefilin shel Rosh are on the Moyach, and Tefilin shel Yad is keneged alev, keneged the heart. The moyach is white and the leiv is red. The menochos are white and the nesochim are red. The Gemara says that a tinuk does not call his father Abo until he's toyem ta'am chito, until he eats wheat. Of is merumas to the chochma, to the chito. And the leiv is merumas from bino, the same belibeinu bino. Yayin yesamach leiv ho'odom. So the tefillin shel rosh is merumas in the menochos, and the tefillin shel yad is merumas on the nesochim. Now why does it repeat? Oilo umincho zevach unesochim. So Rashi and Tosfos say it's a posuk. In Parshas Emer by Korban Tzibur shel Sukkah says, Ele moyade Hashem asher tikru oiso mikroei kodesh lehakriv ish el Hashem oilo umincho zevach unesochim devar yom beyoimo. So Memeilo Rabbi Yochanan is following that posuk. That gufa tzorich bir, why dafke that posuk? The Gemara says Mensechne Zvochim daf memdale domid aleph that a person could bring a zevach today and the nesochim up to 10 days apart. And the Rambam also passes like that. The soiles with the shemen of the nesochim are not me'akev the yayin, and the yayin are not me'akev the nesochim, and the nesochim and the menochos are not me'akev the zevach. A person can bring a korban today and his nesochim 10 days after. Sai beyochit and sai betzibur. And we know the halacha is that tefillin shel yad is not me'akev shel rosh. So according to the Rama Mipano, we can say that the Gemara's meram is over here the same halacha. Shel yad is not me'akev shel rosh. Shel rosh is not me'akev shel yad. Kriya Shema without tefillin is not me'akev in Kriya Shema unless he doesn't want to wear the tefillin lehachis. Then even the Kriya Shema is not worth it. In Menachem Meshib Nefesh brings down for the Choyzim Lublin that if somebody is laying in Kriya Shema and he's going to put in tefillin later, there is no problem, just like the Rambam says that a person can bring a zevach today and then a sochim tomorrow, a korban today and the menochos tomorrow. So I would have a havamina, a person should lay in Kriya Shema today and tomorrow you'll put on tefillin lemafreya. The Torah says, Dvar yoim beyoimoy, over zmano botol korbonoi. Ulo says, Kilu made eid is sheker beatzmoy. And Rabbi Yochanan says, Kilu hikriv oilo without nesochim. What's the nafkemina between Ulo and Rabbi Yochanan? In Yerushalmi, we know it's Tam Yerushalmi is Rabbi Yochanan. Minig of Rav was to put on tefillin after Kriya Shema. So that minig was like a tashlumim for Kriya Shema, like we just said. So Rabbi Yochanan says, you can say it's Kilu made eidus sheker beatzmoy like Ulo says, but you can say it's like tashlumim of nesochim and menochos for the zevach and the oilo. Another interesting diuk, Rashi says, oilo beloy mincho, zevach beloy nesochim. What means oilo beloy mincho? By the keves for an oilo stomit, the shepsale, asiris oefos oiles le mincho, blulo bashemen, kosis reviis hahin. The mincho that says by the shepsale for an oilo stomit, which is a behema dako. But when it comes to the nesochim, Rashi brings down hu ayayin amisnasech al gabe amizbeach achar oilo bezevach, like it says by the poshel Rosh Chodesh, v'niskeihem chotzi hohin. Now interestingly, Rashi by the menochos he brings from the keves, and by the nesochim he brings a posuk from the por. One is a behema dako and one is a behema gasa. Why is it that for menochos he brings the posuk of behema dako, and for menochos he brings a posuk of a behema gasa? We can say b'derech remes that you can make a tefillin from a behema dako or from a behema gasa. Now the shel rosh is very difficult to make from a behema gasa, so we take very thin oiris. But the shel yad, which is one bias, you could make it with a behema gasa. Ubefrada, the shel yad gets ruined quicker because it's worn by the hand tachas abegodim, like the Rosh brings down. According to the Rama Mipano, that the shel rosh is merumus on the menochos and the shel yad is merumus on the nesochim. So Rashi is medayek, but the shel rosh brings down menochos from a daka, and by the shel yad he brings down nesochim from a gasa, because the shel rosh is easier to use a behema daka, and the shel yad is easier to use a behema gasa. So Ula says, Kol hakoire kriya shema belo tefillin, ki'ilu made eidus sheker be'atzmoy. What does be'atzmoy mean? There is a machloikes Rashi and Tosfos. The Ri learns atzmo means himself. But Rashi says, atzmo means kavyochol klapei malo the ribono shel olam. The meaning of Rav, according to Yerushalmi, was that every day he say Kriya Shema, put on tefillin, and he daven Shemone Esrei. In the Shulchan Aruch, Simen Tzadik Aleph, and Beis Yosef Divrei Maschil Begodov, for tefillin you have to be liros es atzma ki'ilu oimed livnei melech velamod be'emo be'yiro. But by Kriya Shema is not ki'ilu medaber livnei melech, but he's reading the letter from the melech. That could be the reason why Rav used to put on the tefillin right before Shmoneh Esrei, after he said the tzivut from the Melech. That's the L'Shem Yichud. Instead of L'Shem Yichud, he said the Kriya Shema, that's Pesukim. And he was Mekayim what says in Kriya Shema. That is the Shittas HaYerushalmi. But our Gemara in Babli, it was only once that happened that Rav didn't have tefillin before Kriya Shema, and he waited for the Shamash to bring the tefillin before Shmoneh Esrei. But every day he put on tefillin before Kriya Shema. It could be b'derech remes that after Birchas Kriya Shema, before Shmoneh Esrei, we are mashmesh b'tefillin, ki'ilu we putting out tefillin to be mekayim the minik von Rav. Ubefrat, we're going to see that the Iker Hanochos tefillin is b'shas Shmoneh Esrei.